guys, it's Zung. We're about wrapping up 2021 and we are gonna ring in 2022 in style. I am partnering with Barefoot Wines to bring you some fun and festive ideas for your New Year's Eve party. We're gonna make some drinks today. One of my favorite drinks is a lychee sangria, so we're gonna make a winter white sangria. Here I have some lychee and I'm just gonna add some of my favorite winter fruits. I'm gonna cut up this Caracara orange. It has a really beautiful pink hue to it, so I think it'll look really nice with the lychee. And always be sure to wash your fruits before you add it to your drinks. Looks so pretty. Okay, so I think we'll leave it whole like this. I'm trying to make a creative decision here whether I want to leave it whole or cut it in half, but I think it looks really pretty, so we're gonna leave it whole. So I'm gonna just drop it into my pitcher. Got our orange slices in there, and I'm gonna cut up some green apples. Green apples really go well with lychee, so it's a match made in heaven. Okay, for this one, I am gonna cut it in half and just slice it up. So for this winter white sangria, you can choose to eat the fruits or not. I'm feeling like I just wanna infuse it with the flavors, which is why I'm keeping the fruits a little larger, get rid of any of the seeds. If you want to eat it, then definitely cut it up into smaller chunks. Okay, that looks really good. Now we have our lychee. Lychee usually comes in a can with some syrup already, so I just got half of the can along with the syrup, and we're just gonna pour it in here as well. Some cranberries. Look at the colors, it's already so beautiful. Squeeze of lime juice. Our fruit's pretty much done. I love all the layers and the colors here. Now we're gonna add the rest of the liquid. I have some spirits here. I have vodka, but you can also use gin. So next, I'm gonna add ginger ale. You can, if you want it on the sweeter side, then go ahead and use this, but otherwise, you can always substitute for club soda. And now we finish it off with our Barefoot Chardonnay. This Chardonnay has notes of green apples, peaches, hints of honey and vanilla, so I think it's the perfect pairing for this winter white sangria. Just give it a good stir. Get all the fruits kind of mixed up together. Of course, the lychee will sink down to the bottom, but that's not a big deal. You just want to see all the beautiful colors of the fruits on top too. So typically, to make the sangria, I like to chill my wines ahead of time so that it only needs to sit for about 15 minutes before I need to serve it. I'm gonna let it chill and just hang out here, and I'm gonna show you guys how I like to serve it. So to ring in the new year, we wanna do it in a special way to really celebrate 2022, right? Like bring it in a good way, on a good note. And so we're gonna make something super special. Instead of just having regular bubbly, we're gonna amp up our bubbly with some sorbet. We're gonna make a frosé winter edition. I'm using Barefoot Bubbly Brut Rosé, and it's just the perfect balance with a sweet, fruity sorbet. Yes. Do you guys push the cork or do you pull it? I've seen a lot of people pull it with a cloth over, obviously, but Nate here is telling me the right way to do it is to push it. So you guys comment below. So get a nice hefty scoop of your favorite sorbet. I tend to enjoy it with either mango or raspberry. Today I'm using mango. Top it off with our Barefoot Bubbly Brut Rosé. And then garnish it with a sprig of mint for an extra flair. Cheers! The sorbet helps the bubbly get extra chilly, and it's like a dessert and drink in one. Perfectly, it's like a rosé slushy. It's like a perfect pairing. Okay, now let me show you guys how I would serve the sangria and give you tips on how to make a cheese board. So to make our cheese board, it's quite simple. I always like to use a variety of cheeses. I've already laid down my cheddar. You always have to have cheddar because it's the most well-loved cheese by all. And then some interesting ones. I always also add some brie. For this brie, I think I'm gonna actually cut it in half and kind of stagger it like so. Make it easy for people to grab and just slice it. And then lately, I've really been into marinated goat cheese, so I have that here as well. And this can sit right here. All right, so now we can start layering. I'm just repurposing a lot of the fruits that I used earlier. Now let me show you guys what I'm gonna add. I have the orange, sliced apples. I'm using 2 types of meats. This one is a salami and this one is like a meat stick that I just cut up, and then some berries. You can also do like those salami roses and put it somewhere right here. That would be really beautiful. You need something to anchor it. Fan it out a little bit. Now I'm gonna use the cornichons to anchor it. So now we're just gonna sprinkle it with the rest of the meat. Lay that over here, kind of make it into like a zigzag pattern. Our berries, I like to fill up any small spots with a lot of berries because they're tiny. People tend to grab a lot of those. Add our oranges. Whenever I'm making a cheese board, I also like to pair things with what they complement. So the oranges really go well with the marinated goat cheese. So I'm just gonna add a few slices here. Apples and brie. This is looking really good. And then we'll add our crackers. And then a crunchy component, we have some pistachios. People love strawberries, so now I'm just kind of scattering all over. And finally, to make our cheese board really festive, I always love dressing it up with some edible flowers. Carnations are definitely edible, even though you don't really eat them. They're food safe, so no one's gonna get sick here. And then some rosemary. Gives it more of like a winter vibe than maybe like a Valentine's Day, which is the next holiday anyway, so this could work for all occasions. And this is how I would serve the sangria. It's a great drink if you're having a party, and it's just so fun and festive. I definitely taste the citrusy notes from the oranges, and then the lychee and green apples just like all complements each other so well. I hope you guys have a wonderful and festive New Year's Eve. And if you guys are ringing it in with drinks, be sure to do it safely. And don't forget to check out Barefoot Wine's Bubbly or Chardonnay. And let me know if you guys try out these drinks. I'll see you guys in the new year. Bye!